Yo, what's up, people? It's your man, of course, Black Cobra, back once again, back with none other than the Wheel Life Show, talking about the Wheel Life Rally. And you know, I can't talk about the Wheel Life Rally without talking with more than just myself. So bringing in Showtyme and Seth, the one and only. What's up, guys? How y'all doing in here? Yeah.
What up?
We got to give you a little of this.
Let's go.
You know it. You know it. So Wheelie Brady, he was going to be with us too. He's traveling. Hopefully he can punch in while he's out. He's actually riding his wheel all the way back home. And, like, you know, shouts out to him. That's a lot of riding. Like, legit, it's a lot of riding. But that's what he wants to do. So let's see. We got Fresh Bones in here. We got Josh in here. Yo, let me just put them up. I know I can't see them all, but let's put them up as they come in. Alien Asshat. Yo, funniest name ever. And yes, it's on his jersey. It says Alien Asshat. That's Brennan.
Brennan from Erie, Pennsylvania.
Brennan, Erie, Pennsylvania. Come on down, Alien Asshat. So, yo, appreciate you, Brennan. Appreciate you being at the event. Appreciate you doing all that you did to assist and help us. I know you were new to the environment, but you jumped right in and got with us. So I appreciate all that you did. It meant a lot to have you there doing your thing. And he's now an EUC rider, ladies and gentlemen. He was not when he got there. He is now a new EUC rider.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Not only is he an EUC rider, but I watched him like a few minutes after he learned. He grabbed the wheel, he held the car, jumped on the wheel, and rode on. I was like, no one's even with him. He's like off on his own already. Like,
Yo, we went down to the Cape after the event, and we rode back and forth to the beach like 2 or 3 times, and he just rode down there. It was awesome.
Hold on. I got another call coming in. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can get him in here. Wheelie Brady, what's up? Yo, he's out on the road.
I can't see anything now. But here, I can turn my phone around. Now I can't see the screen though.
Oh boy, I can see you. We can see you, Wheelie.
I can watch Ruben's phone here because I'm sitting here with Ruben.
Watch Ruben's phone. What's up, Ruben?
Ruben.
Yeah!
We on the show, baby.
Yes, sir. Yo, let me tell you. This is something else. It's great to have you guys both jumping in from the road. Oh, my goodness. Look at this.
That's right.
It's live, baby. It's live.
Okay.
Love it. All right, so we were just starting to talk about Alien Asshat, Brennan here, and how he was doing such a great job. Hey, you know what? Ruben, it reminds me of you because you're always teaching people how to ride, and Ruben does such a hell of a job. He's one of the best teachers I know as far as EUC goes. And Brennan learned really fast.
You know why?
Go ahead.
He doesn't know yet, though.
No. Go ahead.
Tell him why that's a good thing. Ruben's going to be coming to Camp Amp now with Liam.
Yeah,
Liam's
today, actually.
Yeah. So Liam's going to come out.
Seth, we need a note with Amped Electric Games letterhead saying why Liam needs to miss a week of school.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, I think we can arrange that.
Oh, we
Thank
can
you,
make
sir.
that happen. Yes, sir. That's nice, man. I appreciate that. It's good. It's gonna be nice to see you and get together again, man. Because it
Absolutely.
it means a great deal when we come together. Because I'm telling you, man, this is one positive group. I just love everybody in this group.
I know. I was at TEF fighting the freaking pros. Ooh, it was rough.
I watched it.
Yeah, yo, you missed, Ruben. You missed, boy.
I did.
There was some battles, man. Unfortunately, we didn't have the drone coverage this year like we did before, so we can't really like show all the footage of all like throughout the woods and stuff. But we got. I
saw what Emmett did.
Yeah. Oh, crazy,
I saw
right?
just a little bit. Yeah. That's why me and
Boy,
Liam are
Emmett.
coming to Camp Amped. I said,
Yo.
Liam, remember that kid that gave you a concussion? Yeah. He can show you lines now.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Oh,
Liam's cool with it. He knew it wasn't malicious, so he's like,
yeah.
he's hyped to go. Super hyped.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I should pull that up. Who posted that? Wheelie. I think Wheelie Brady posted that clip of Emmett almost losing his shit.
Yeah,
Mm.
he was
Um,
torquing hard.
yeah, I was trying. I wanted to.
trying to catch Joe.
Yeah. Well, he was trying to catch Joe all day, and then
Which is
uh,
awesome.
he got a piece of advice from someone on the staff here today.
Yeah, speaking of Joe, Joe is lost right now in Coney Island at 5% battery. And
What?
he called us, told us to come pick him up at the park. And we don't know what park it is. He's in Coney Island. So we're here with a bunch of people. We're all going to go out and try to recover Cooler Joe somewhere. A low battery. He can't put his location on for us for some reason.
I just came from Coney Island, but he couldn't tell me where he was. And I thought he was on his way here. And when I got here, he wasn't here.
So that's Cooler
That's the last
Joe,
thing he
ladies and
said to me.
gentlemen.
Yes, so we're going to go recover Cooler Joe right now. I'd love to stay on. I'll probably be listening with Ruben as
Okay.
we're riding.
I gotta go to work.
Oh, you're going to work, so he's going to be listening right now.
3 bars. I can't do the reconnaissance mission.
Okay.
Oh my God. So you're
Yeah,
gonna go
I
look
wish-
for Joe?
Yeah, we got to get him because we're supposed to be leaving right now to get on the road. We've
right,
been
Brady.
playing in New York for a few days.
Yeah. Hey, that's
wanna-
important, man. Joe, do
Yeah.
a Cooler Joe rescue mission. Go get him.
All right.
Hey, Brady, you want to give a shout out of where people can follow your journey as you guys make your way across the U.S.?
Oh, we're trying to get it on Instagram right now. Maybe on our YouTube if we get some time to do that. It's pretty exhausting right now. We didn't even leave the East Coast, so we'll see what we can do. Instagram, definitely our stories. Follow our
But talk
stories on
talk to
Instagram.
it. What are you doing though?
Brady.
Talk to us. What's the trip
Oh, we're riding across the country to go home. That's all.
from
From Wheel Life Rally.
and going to?
Mm.
Yeah, going to Denver.
Going to Denver. So,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen, from Southwick, Massachusetts, going across the country to Denver, Colorado, it's Wheelie Brady, Cooler Joe, and the crew. And along the way, they have been having people jump in and out, and none other than Ruben we got as a guest star tonight. So, shouts out to him. And what I always say, positive thoughts and prayers go out to you guys for a safe journey. Go find Joe. We hope he's okay.
All right.
All right, brother.
Peace, guys.
All right, peace.
Love you guys.
All
Good
right.
luck.
Yeah.
Speaking of, congratulations, Joe.
Oh man.
Are we gonna build up to that Showtime, or are you just gonna jump right in? You gonna spoiler alert everybody? Spoiler alert!
Yeah, I know, right? You know,
Showtime just dropping bombs.
Yo, I almost did the same thing, and I went, "Oh wait, let's not do that. Let's not do that." So, ladies and gentlemen that are in here, we got the list. Well, you can't really see because it's all bleached out by the light, but this is the list that we have of all. It's 3 pages of all of the winners and medals that we got shorted because the rainstorm, the micro burst that we got hit with blew the amp tent up and over the building. we got whacked. Oh wow, hold on, let me look here. We got Josh in here. We got Fresh Bones. Of course, who did I just see? Ruben's in there. X-Way Canada. X-Way Canada. He said, "What's up, Seth? I'm not sure who's behind X-Way. Is that Brett?"
Oh, you know who that's Hatsu and her dad there. Otto and Hatsu.
Otto and Hatsu. What's up? Shouts out to you guys.
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah,
They're
definitely.
gonna be
hit
at
that.
AMP. They're coming to AMP this year.
Good. Guys, hit that like button. Definitely. Like you said, smash that like button. Let them know we here. Let them know you're watching. Crying Hippie. I don't know who Crying Hippie is, but that's a funny name, boy. I like it. Yo. He said, "Cheers, Cobra, Seth, and Showtime." What's up, buddy? Good to see you. So before we get anything underway, I got to give you guys an opportunity. Let me start. I'm going to start with Showtime. I'm going to start with Showtime. I'm going to give you the opportunity to go first. Yes. Tell me
Me.
what you felt about Wheel Life Rally this year. What was your biggest standout?
Um, Everybody just came in like high, like it was like a
They were high?
reunion this
Who
year.
was smoking?
Like no, just like energy high. You know, everyone just came in, glad to see each other. Of course, Canada shows up, new faces.
Yep.
Some of the old faces, they said they'll see us next time. And I just appreciate all the positive energy that we get. Even before like the races began, everyone was just happy. We had
Mm-hmm.
great weather. Oh,
Yep.
it was just I was just happy. And
Yeah.
I felt like it was a good day.
Definitely was a good day. All right, Seth, hit
Yeah.
me. What did you feel? What was your favorite, I guess, part of the day or takeaway from the day?
It's always a blast hanging out with you guys. First off, it's like a family reunion when we all get together.
Yep.
I love the vibe. I love that we all come together from all over the country. There's not a crossword spoken between anybody. Everybody's helping each other. Everybody's, I mean, all there to have a good time. And you talk to the racers, and they say, I'll help anybody with, you need a tire, you need this, you need parts. They
Yep.
want to win on the track. They don't want to win because somebody didn't bring something. So I always appreciate that. And I was really excited about the track this year. I liked the changes that were made. Joe and Brady got in there early, got the track all set up. I didn't have to pound a damn steak. That was awesome. I thought that was fantastic. Um, and then, we changed up the race format a little bit this year because in the past, you
Mm-hmm.
know, trying to have these multiple formats and running EUCs, and then they're waiting for the one wheels, and the one wheels for them waiting. So today we did this weekend we did something a little bit different. We ran tracks in parallel, and we kind of did
Mm-hmm.
round robin. We were able to do that because we had cousin Josh and alien asshat there to help us out.
Yeah.
Brennan, um,
Yep.
big shout out to Brennan. He's actually setting up a whole amped Discord for us, so we're going to be launching
Sweet.
that pretty soon. And so anyway, yeah. So we had two crews. We had Brady and you kind of floated in between,
Yep.
and Showtime floated, and it was nice. I thought to be able to get all the racing done by like 3:15
3:30.
or
We were
three
done.
thirty.
I
Yeah.
We
was
were
like,
Yeah.
what? All racing
yeah.
done. And for those of you who don't understand what we mean by all racing done, we had categories. We had novice, amateur, and pro, as well as Clydesdale for one wheel. And we had all those categories for one wheel and for EUC. So that's a lot of races to run. And we were doing that simultaneously so that we could get through it. Every race was done and finished by 3:30. I was like, this can't be. It's
With
like
all
we
that being said, they were content. Like
yep.
they
Mhm.
felt like they earned all
Yep.
their racing and all the time. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So,
And
Yeah, I
that
mean that was that. Sorry to interrupt you. I want
no
to
go ahead.
finish my thought, and then
Go
I'll
ahead.
send it back to you. Um, the the fact that nobody had to wait, the fact that
Mhm.
everybody get out of the racing in, and then I interviewed Josh Ledford and Emmett, and I was talking to them, and they were saying how Josh in particular was saying that this event delivers on the racing side, like
Mhm.
mhm.
that he said you come and you get all the race. A lot of these events, Cobra, you go to and you'll get a qualifying run and then a heat run and then you're done.
Yeah.
And it's like
Right.
Not
you
at the
pay all that.
rally, baby.
Not at the rally. You get what you pay for,
That's
man. You get
right.
what you pay for,
Right.
and so for them to be able to come out and do that much racing, And just to for a quick aside here, just because the rally's over doesn't mean your spirit for the rally has to be over. You can go to the website, you can get your jerseys, you
Yep.
can get your shirts, you can get your stickers, and I just want to show you guys what I'm wearing
Yeah.
today.
The
Yeah,
old school
OG, the
2021.
OG.
yeah.
I love it.
Yo, that's the
So
shit right there, Seth.
so collect them all. You want to get a
Throwback
jersey, you want to get the t-shirts from all
t-shirt.
the events so that you can
Look
show
at
your
that.
spirit and show your love for Real Life Rally. So
I
yeah.
I
love
love
it.
it. I love it. So that what you said, I mean, all of that encapsulated so much right there because every time we talked to one of the racers, I got that same exact comment or some variation of it. They were like, "Wow, this is a lot of racing. Like we came to race and you guys let us race." Like
Yeah.
4 different tracks because there's 3 tracks and then the 4th track is all 3 tracks at once. So like where in the country in the world can you do that? Where can you go
Right.
and get 3 different tracks and then race all 3 of them at once for an enduro run? Like nobody does what the Wheel Life Rally does. And we say this every year, and people that go are like blown away, but then other people miss it and they're like, yeah, I missed it. I'll make it next time. I'm like, but you don't get it. You don't get it. And ask someone like Josh Ledford, who's never been before, and he goes all over
Mm.
racing one wheel. And Josh was like, yo, this the first event where I really, really raced. Like, and I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. I try to tell people we give you what you're looking for racing. We
Oh
definitely
yeah.
do.
Mm.
Somebody here, I don't know who this is, DNTHMN117. My legs were cooked after all the racing. Really impressed
Yeah.
how rapid
Yeah.
fire it went. All right, so tell me your actual name. I don't know your handle, so and
Dan the man.
I'm thinking Dan the man, but I don't know.
Dan the man.
So
Oh, Dan the
I'm
man. Yeah.
guessing. Yeah, Daniel Bacon. I'm guessing.
no, it wouldn't be him. It could
No.
be Daniel Delabadia. Could be him.
Oh.
Daniel.
So Seth in the comments, crying hippie. He said, "I won a hat last year watching here on Cobra's Live from you, Seth, but I didn't send the address as I was moving." So
Mm.
I would say send the address now.
I shot. I replied. I said.
Oh,
I
okay.
said.
I missed
Yeah. DM me. DM me on Instagram.
There you go.
Are we gonna give anything away today, Cobra? Let's give
Well,
something away.
we got to give something away. I mean, we got to give something
Yeah.
away. I can tell you,
We
I
can
do
save
have
it
a
for later.
I do have a large jersey left. So I was selling them all, but we could give that away, or we could give a T-shirt away, or we could. I mean, there's lots of options, but we'll see. We'll see what we do. So let me see. What did he say? Yep, it was Delabadia. All right, yeah, man. He said his legs were cooked. They were cooked for a reason.
My legs were cooked, and I wasn't even racing.
I know. I said the
Right.
same thing. Yeah. Oh yes. Collins in here. Shouts out to Colin Chandler, also on the Real Life Rally Council. He said partnering with Amped and having them run the racing was the best choice you've made, Cobra. Yeah, because you got to do a lot of racing, Colin. Yo.
So much racing, I forgot he was on the team. I had to
I
go back
know.
and
I was
edit,
like, you
edit
just
the Facebook
racing,
post.
and I'm like, okay. Anyway, Emmett Mingy. Emmett Mingy is the one.
Emmett.
Can't wait to go next year. It's an EUC family type of event, and I want in. That's right, man. And that's Green Master Mike. Yeah, man. You seeing Cooler Joe and Emmett Mingy go head to head over and over on each race was something to see. And I told you guys on the last live stream, right, that Cooler Joe, he races with reckless abandon, right? and that's my phrase for him because that's how he races. Emmett Mingy is 14, and he too races with reckless abandon. I'm like, wait till that kid gets a couple years older. No one's gonna be able to stop that kid. He's crazy.
You got photos,
yes.
Cobra? Can you share? Can you share your screen? Maybe jump on
I can.
to USA EUC and
Yep.
if you go to the event, you can pull up the event photos. And I feel like we need to give these folks like a visual aid to show them like what we're talking about.
So Daniel Delavadia said also a shout out to Jeff, 69 years old, and he was out there hanging with the rest of the boys. Yo,
yeah,
69,
he did really well.
making it happen. I was like, yo, this dude is not stopping. He got busy out there.
Yeah.
So shouts out to him. Let me see. I want the amped edible underwear giveaway. Face green smiling. Yo, you're a nut. Yo. Oh, man, you crazy. Oh. What happens at Camp Amp stays at Camp Amp, Josh. Yo, you guys are nuts.
No comment, Josh.
Yeah, no comment. No comment. No comment. That is for sure. Yo. All right, let me go.
So let me plug Camp Amp while you're pulling up the other screen. Let me plug Camp Amp really quick. So this year at Wheel Life Rally, we did a training session ahead of Wheel Life Rally. It was led by Willie Brady. That fellow in there that we were just talking about, he was part of that. And 3 other people I think joined. Anyhow, it was 3 hours of training on how to race, how to ride, how to read the track, how to pick your lines. We're doing the same thing at Amped Electric Games this year, starting on September 28th through September 30th. When you get your ticket to Camp Amped, it includes your ticket to Amped Electric Games, includes your jersey, includes lunch. It's all kind of inclusive there. You can learn more at camp.ampedelectricgames.com. I think we only have like 1 spot available. So if there is anybody out there that's interested, jump on there. And you heard it here first. We're adding One Wheel Camp. Josh Ledford, who we're just talking about, is going to be leading the One Wheel Camp at Amped Electric Games. Same deal. Come, learn from the pros, learn how to race, learn how to ride, learn how to read the trail, and it's also going to be co-coached, assistant coached by Sarah Meeker. So you got Josh Ledford and Sarah Meeker, One Wheel pros. They're going to be teaching you how. Hey, if you ride an EUC, you want to come learn how to race one wheel, you want it to be a dual sport, come sign up, get in there, and head over to camp.ampedelectricgames.com to learn more.
That's it.
Thank you.
Let's go. Get in there. If you don't know, now you know. Jump in there and make it happen. All right, so I'm going to share my screen real quick and pull up some images from this year's event. And I noticed there was some images from past events too. I was like, oh. So I was just, reminiscing real quick.
Yeah.
All right, so let me share. Can we go here? All right, there we go. So you can see some of the images. I'll give you a little tidbit. That's none other than Declan Curran right there.
Declan.
Yeah, who made his way down and he rode the bus or train rather, and then rode his wheel 3 towns away to get to the Wheel Life Rally. So,
his grand entrance, as you would say.
As always, yeah. He always comes in. He comes in blazing in, but that's my man Declan. So then what do we got? Oh, there he is again. Okay.
So anybody that wants to see these photos, you can go to usaeuc.com, click on events, go to past events, pull up Wheel Life Rally. And a lot of the photos are on the homepage as well. So if you scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, you'll see the photos. And they are by bib number, Cobra. So you might just have to go back to the grid, or else you're going to see the same person over and over again. So
No,
they do go by.
Let me see if it'll skip through because we might see. Oh, there's Wheelie Brady and Emmett Mingy. They're both there. I don't know what Wheelie's face was, but you never know what Wheelie Brady's.
That was during the coaching, during the training, yeah.
Oh, okay. So he was probably working on talking to them about racing and the starts and look at that dude just chilling, Wheelie Brady, ladies and gentlemen, Wheelie Brady. Oh, who's that guy? Let's go. All right, this is definitely from Friday because I was wearing last year's jersey Friday, and then I had this year's jersey on Saturday. Oh, it's showtime.
Showtime!
Great pick. I like that one. I'm sure you're going to be printing that one out or putting it on your phone. Josh, cousin Josh. Oh, good shot.
I think we loaded up some of the team photos up front here.
Alien ass hat.
Himself.
Still the best name ever.
I love the logos on the jerseys, Cobra. I think that looks really good with the USA EUC and USA FLT.
Yeah, I like that too. Me and the guy went back and forth, and that's what we settled on. And I was like, "Go for it." He gave me a couple of options. I'm like, "Yep, that works." Yeah, that's my favorite picture of Brady right there. He looks like so funny. Oh man. Okay. I think I was hard at work trying to figure out who's who and what's what.
Shout out to the racers this year for making a on-time appearance and checking in.
Yeah.
It's a lot better this year.
Definitely. There's Andrew Tan. Oh, they actually got me on a wheel. Wow. All right. There's Sam. Yep. Sam Varner on an EUC. Sam was one of two people who double dipped this year. He raced EUC for the first time. He's a one-wheel rider, usually, but he just took up EUC and decided to race EUC as well. So shouts out to Sam Varner doing double duty. There he is again.
Cooking
making
his
it
legs
happen.
double. Yeah.
Imagine his legs. Yeah.
we were like, all right, now run over to the other track because you got to race over there now.
Yo, that was so funny having him go back and forth. I was like, dude, and he's like, what? I'm like, go. He's like, he was so tired. He was at his tent changing, like, hit the wheels, and he was just taking his time. He was like so exhausted. He's like, I'll be there in a minute. I'll be there. If anyone was whooped, it was Sam. Sam really put in work. Let me see. I'm gonna get through a few more of these photos, and then we'll come back. There's another of Sam. Yeah, I said, see, they're on bib number, and then I forgot this guy's name. This is the one. Was he? Oh, he was on an arrow also. There was two guys on arrows, which really blew me away. You know what? I'm gonna come back for that one because that's a conversation.
Was that Mike Duong?
Mike Duong, that's who that is. Yep. Mike Duong.
Raced the EUC and raced the FLT.
So can you please talk to me about what you guys think about them racing on the arrow? Like, I thought it was absolutely crazy because I felt like that was just under the threshold of what you need on a real race. Like,
yeah, that's a great idea.
But then he burnt his wheel out. One guy burnt out his arrow because the arrow is just not strong enough for actual EUC racing. Don't get me wrong, he was kicking ass. Dude,
that's why I said it was a good idea, but it's just not.
He squeezed every ounce of juice he could out of that arrow. The arrow's top speed is 32. My man was doing 31 and a half. Like he was legitimately squeezing the juice. So But that wasn't this guy. That wasn't Daniel. That wasn't Duong, Mike Duong. That was oh man, what was his name? You remember the other guy?
I don't.
You got his
I
great
couldn't find
picture?
his name.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go
Yeah.
back to I'm gonna go back to sharing real quick and see if I can get
Yeah,
to
because
him.
we have him crossing the finish line, carrying his will because it just wouldn't turn on.
No, that wasn't him. No, that wasn't him.
Yeah. And we've got photos. We got
Damn
the
it.
one wheel photos over on USA FLT as well.
Oh yes.
So
So
Awesome.
let's not forget that. I don't want the one wheel guys on here to think that we're slighting you. You're just on the other side. So that's a good one of Emmett out front. That's a good race
Yeah.
photo right there. Wow. I like that one. Oh man, and Joe, like right on his heels. Joe was in the hunt right there. There they go again. This time Joe's in front and Emmett's behind. Oh man.
Yeah.
They legitimately were going back and forth and back and forth. Emmett.
It's a great
Okay, so
shot.
you said they're by bib numbers, so I'm actually looking for that dude with the arrow. So I'm just that's a nice jump shot. I like that. Go back. Oh man. So at the rally, guys, we had a nice drop off. You came out of the woods, and all of a sudden the dirt just disappeared. Like, it was
Yeah.
crazy, right? That was to me was one of the best spots on the whole day was that freaking drop off. And that's a good shot of him coming over the drop off. That's him zipping. So he's cutting and curving through the woods. And then all of a sudden it goes up and just disappears over the top. He just said, fuck it. He went for it. That looks cool.
That guy
And I'm
had so
assuming
much
he
fun.
wasn't the only one, right, Seth?
I think one of Willie Brady's tips was keep the wheel on the ground, and so
Yeah.
a lot of the racers they stayed in contact with the ground, and
So they were trying to
you
win.
got to remember the bottom of that drop was the gumdrop swamp of sand. So
Drop.
you as soon as you came off of that, like the further in that series. So after he did that jump, he landed in that soft stuff, and was so squirrely, coming out of that. It was tough because I mean, if you really wanted to dial in there, you would need to change your tire pressure between the different tracks because
Mhm.
we had the
Yeah.
asphalt. A lot of the asphalt track, you want to
On the
have like
flat.
a higher tire pressure, and then you have that the floaty sandy stuff. You'd want to have a lower tire pressure. So I
Mhm.
think that the most successful racers probably found that kind of in between tire pressure where it was not so firm, but it was the Goldilocks zone of psi is what you would have to
Yeah.
find in order
Oh,
to
I didn't
really
see that
excel there.
Sensei Vegan jumped in. What's up, Vegan? Shouts out to Sensei
Oh
Vegan.
yeah.
Another dude with a
Sensei
whole lot of
Vegan.
positivity. Shouts out to you, brother. Yeah, he said Real Life Rally was off the chart. Yo, legitimately. He did say that he plugged it in when he got home and it came back
Yep.
to life as
And it
normal.
turned on.
The wheel.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah. No, it came
Okay.
back to life, but that's why I'm like, oh, he definitely fried it. Like, if it turned back on, it was
Good
probably
for
like, I'm
him.
cooked.
Good for him. Yo, because I'm not kidding, guys. 32, he was at 31 and a half. That wheel would beep, 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 beep,
Oh,
and
for
then
sure.
it just died. I think he overheated the hell out of it, and he got lucky. He didn't blow the board, because that's what I thought he did. I was like, oh, he definitely blew the board. So, but yeah, everybody hit that like button for me, please. Definitely hit that like button. Yeah. So, all right, I could go through all the photos and stuff, and there's tons of them. But what I want to do is I want to go through the races. So
Dun, dun.
this is what we came for. I want to go over the results, okay? Because I know that a lot of people did not have the opportunity to get there. Well, no one other than the Grand Championship. So okay, we'll tell you what happened. Like I said, the storm rolled
Can I
in.
make
And
can I make a suggestion, Cobra?
go ahead, go for it.
So we went through the EUC photos. Maybe we go through the EUC results, and then we pull up some of the FLT photos, and then we go through the FLT results.
I
What do you
like
think
that.
about that?
I
All
like
right,
that.
let's do that.
I
I
like
like
that
it.
idea. See, Seth, always thinking, ladies and gentlemen, always thinking. All right, so the issue is, like I said, I have 3 pages of results, and the reason now I have them all mixed, but I'm gonna skim through them, and I'm gonna go through all of the EUC results. Now, the other thing I'm gonna need is I'm gonna need each and every one of these winners to send me their address if they didn't input it on the website. I'm gonna look through, and there's a lot that didn't. So if you don't send it to me, I'm gonna reach out to you because I'm gonna be sending the medals out because there's a medal for each one that won, and just so you know, that's 73 medals that I'm looking at right here. Just so you know, so I have to send out 73 medals. And what I was starting to say is what happened was we got hit with a microburst. The weather was so bad, the rain was coming down on us. If anybody sees the video of me giving the grand championship trophies out, I was getting soaked. It was pouring on us, and I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. So we gave out the grand championship. Then we gave out the only 2 other awards that we actually gave out was Vincent got his for the jousting. So Vincent Cotonou got he's like I beat everyone. Yeah, he's a big dude, and he beat a lot of people last year, so he came back this year to continue the whooping, and he did. So Vincent Cotonou gets a shout out for doing a great job. So I sent him home with a medal. Plus, he came from Canada. I wanted him to go back home with something. And then for the biggest wipeout. So we gave out. Who was that went head over heels and like he went tumbling. Oh
Our boy
my God.
Donovan from Rhode Island, right?
Yeah, Donovan. Yeah, Donovan Hodgkinson. Yeah, he got the award for that. That was crazy. So that's all we had time to give out. And then also some of a lot of the medals were incorrectly printed. We lost Seth. He'll be back in a minute. A lot of the medals were incorrectly printed. So here, hold on. No. Let's see if I can change you. All right.
Bueller.
I'll switch you over one. And then so me and you are here until he comes back. So like I said, a lot of people were waiting for the medals, and so a lot of the medals got messed up. He printed them incorrectly. When we went through and we tried to make sense of what he was printing, but the printer messed up. So right now he's reprinting them all. I've been talking to him every day. And I just sent him this final list like, dude, you better have every one of these medals printed correctly. So I'm going to be sending those out within the next few days or so. So I'll need everyone's address to make sure that everybody gets what they need. Roger in the house. What's up? I missed that. Hold on.
Hey, Roger.
I don't even know how that got up there. Brett Brownlee, what's up? Oh, hello there. What a time to tune in. What's up, Brett? Yo, my man. Yo, from
The
Canada
Brett?
also. The Brett from Canada.
Yeah.
So let's see. All right, we're gonna go over these.
Hope we see you at
I
air.
was trying to wait for Seth to jump back in, but he must have lost his signal. He'll be back in a minute. So we're gonna go over. I'm just gonna read them off, so you guys can watch it back. But going down the EUC, so we had novice, amateur, and pro for EUC for every track, and we had 4 different tracks, 4 different races. Oh, there he is. Hold on. Let me get him back in, and I'll put him on 2 this time. There he is. All right, Seth is back, ladies and gentlemen. Seth is back. Mic check, Seth.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
All
here.
right, cool. All right, so Brett Brownlee jumped in while you were gone, just so you know he's in the chat.
What's up, Brett?
Yeah. So, excuse me. I'm gonna go over the EUC winners, and like I said, we had those categories, and on every track. So EUC on the flat track, the first place winner for novice goes to Rick Struss. Rick Struss was first place novice. Second place novice, none other than Charles Dixon, Sensei Vegan. Yeah. And then third place, none other than Bernard Weeks, Flip, EUC Chronicles. Yes, yes, third place on that flat track. All right. And then going over to the amateurs, EUC now. Stay with me. EUC. The EUC amateur first place on the flat track was one wheel phenom Sam Varner. So Sam got a whole lot of awards coming his way. Sam Varner, and then second place was Jamison Nealon, and third place was Daniel Delabadia. Daniel, who happens to be in the chat. Good job, Daniel. Shouts out. And I think you're the only one I see that's in the chat right now. So to you, big applause. Good job, buddy. And then EUC Pro on the flat track. Emmett Mingy. Emmett Mingy. That was the race that he said, no, Joe, I am winning. He did everything in his power to get ahead on that one. So shouts out to Emmett Mingy, first place. Second place, Cooler Joe Greska. Yes, yes.
All right.
Yes, on the flat track. And third place, Lawrence Najumi. Larry, great work. He was right behind him. He kept coming in third right behind them. He stayed on it. Nobody had a shot. Like he's like, oh, I may not beat them, but I'm beating everybody else. So shouts out to Larry. He was making it happen all day as well. So that was on the flat track, right? So then we move over and we go to the woods track. On the woods track, EUC novice. First place, Jason Mashia. I don't know if it's Mashia or Mashia, however you say it, but he was the first place winner. EUC novice. Woods track second place, Sensei Vegan. Let's go. Once again, Vegan. He was all over it. And Vegan, look, Sensei always says he's a laid-back cruise rider. But the cruise rider was in the top 3 on every track, so he was still making it happen. So shouts out to my man. What was that? Oh, okay.
Do you remember?
Somebody sending me their address already. Appreciate that. So they're on Johnny on the spot. And then, of course, third place, woods track, Bernard Weeks, EUC Chronicles, Flip. Let's go. And then moving over to amateurs on the woods track, Jamison Nealon. I kept seeing his name too. Jamison Nealon. Congrats, Jamison. Second place amateur on the woods track, Daniel Delabadia. Again, Daniel. What's up, man? You in the chat? You knew it was coming, huh? And third place, Jeff Dynia. Nice job, Jeff. All right. EUC Pro on the woods track. Cooler Joe Greska, first place. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Quickly followed by Emmett Mingy and Larry Najumi. And then going over to the obstacle track. Now, this one was difficult because we had to do heats and all that, and there was some close calls on that. When we get to one, we'll talk about that. But EUC, novice, obstacle track, Jason Mashia. And then there was a shakeup because second place on the obstacle track, EUC Chronicles. Yep. And then in third place, Sensei Vegan. All right, there was a little shakeup there. And then that's on the obstacle track for novice. Then we go to amateurs. Daniel Delabadia, first place again, Daniel. What's going on, man? Yo. Second place, Sam Varner. Another medal for Sam. Third place, Jeff Dynia. And that rounds out the amateurs. Now the EUC Pro on the obstacle track, Cooler Joe Greska, first place again. And then, this is unbelievable, we got Lawrence Najumi And then Emmett Mingy. Whoa, Lawrence was like, hey, buddy, I'm getting in there somewhere. He took second on that one. And in the final, the Enduro for EUC, the Enduro Novice, that's all of the tracks, running them at once. All 3 tracks, you're running them at once, making it the 4th track. First place for Novice. Sensei Vegan, ladies and gentlemen. Sensei Vegan. Let's go. Let's go. Second place, Rick Struss. Rick Struss. Yes, sir. In third place, Bernard Weeks, EUC Chronicles. Now the Enduro for amateurs, Daniel Delabadia. Daniel was putting in work, people. And in second place, Jeff Dynia. Third place, Jameson Nealon. Now to the pros for the Enduro. First place, Emmett Mingy, ladies and gentlemen. Emmett Mingy.
Well earned.
He fought hard for that one. He really fought hard for that one. And Cooler Joe Greska, second place, and Larry Najumi in third. So that rounded out our EUC wins for the day. And that gave, after we total them up, so you get points for first, points for second, points for third. We total them all up to get the grand champion. And the EUC grand champion for Wheel Life Rally 2026 was Cooler Joe Greska, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. My man did a great job. Shouts out to all riders. You guys definitely were making it happen. There was a whole lot. And that's Matt Malucci in here. Shouts out to Matt. See you, brother. Yo, great work, great work. I was impressed with the riding this year. And it's funny because I was impressed because there were a lot of riders that haven't done this before. Or they ride, but they don't compete a lot. And so to see them up there competing and stuff and taking places, I really did appreciate that, It meant something to see these guys getting it in. So shouts out to everybody who was making it happen. All right, so I'm going to go over to USA FLT. And while I'm doing that.
Retribution, too, Cobra. Retribution from last year. Remember, last year,
Oh, yeah.
Cooler Joe was right in the thick of it for first place. You remember this, right?
Yep.
And he missed one pylon.
Yep.
And it took him out. And so for him to come back year 2 and take the whole thing was it was great. It was really exciting to see.
Yeah, and he definitely he earned it. Definitely earned it. You know what I mean? And that's what I loved about it is because he really did. He went out of his way to make sure, it was happening. Oh, I like this. I'm gonna show the whole page this time. So I'm gonna go to sharing. So stand by here, you guys. So here you guys can see One Wheel Races return to Wheel Life Rally at the WIC 338. One Wheel Races. So this is just an overview shot, and there's a story here, and you can read it going through the whole thing. I appreciate how USA FLT and USA EUC, Seth and the team, you guys do a great job of putting this together and making sure that we are covered. And I like the way this event was covered. You can see here, if you guys don't know, that's Kyle Robinson, Humbly Savage, making it happen in the Clydesdale category for one wheels. We had some EUC and one wheel jousting going on. The one wheels were going at it. Somebody's getting knocked over off their board here. It is there's Showtime, of course, on her wheel chilling. I think that was from before. And, of course, Brian. We got Brian from One Stop Board Shop in there. These are the winners from last year, a photo from last year, which was pretty dope. And then we have some photos from what we did this year. So if we go here and look at some of the photos, you can see some you can see here. Oh, this guy, Marty. Oh, and Marty's got some good drone footage. Marty, I'm going to grab that from you. But Marty was in a couple races, and then he was like, yeah, I'm good. so he didn't race the rest. That I'm telling you, the racing at the rally is a lot. But he didn't
he was
every
modeling
time
over by the
yeah.
RV. I seen him.
Yo, he came down. He was like, "Yeah, I'm good." I kept calling his name. They're like, "Yeah, he ain't coming." I was like, "All right," but when he did race, he did a hell of a job. You could see him here,
Yeah.
um, making his way through the woods. And this is what's his name? Alex. Oh, I forgot how you say his last name. DZIE. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and there we go. Garrett Smith. Garrett was making it happen. He surprised me a lot. He was fighting. Of course, Willie Brady again there. As a matter of fact, I think if we go into those photos, it's going to go into the rest of them. It's 100.
Yeah, I
Oh,
put the team photos on both just so that
Okay.
you
right.
get
Uh,
representation there. And just to, while you're going through that, Cobra, let me just really quick just explain to folks how the point system works for USA EUC and USA FLT. We're taking all the points from all of the races, 14 races this year. And so we have a standings page on both EUC and FLT where you can go and see the standings. And the way that it works is that the person in first place, they get 0 points. Okay. It's like golf. You want lower points,
Oh.
means a better score. And then you gain points by how far you are off of that first place finisher. And so if you go to the standings and you see like there's a bunch of people in like the single digits or double digits, those people are very close to the first place finishers. And then those people that have, 100 points, 200 points, 300 points, they're slower, they're more further off. So it gives you an idea of how people place across events off of the finishing top time. And that kind of gives us an equal playing field, level playing field for us to kind of see where everybody is. And then this is the type of thing that's just going to keep going. It's going to roll over into next year. So next year, you'll start with the points that you had from this year, and the point is not to make fun, but you just need to make it to 2 races, and 2 races will secure your spot in the standings. And so get out to 2 races. We got a bunch of races left this year. We got Camp Shred coming up. We got the Best of the West coming up. We've got a new street race coming up, the EEG out of Apple Valley. I know, Cobra, you were talking about coming out to that one.
yep.
And then we got Amped Electric Games coming up as well. And at all of those, except for EEG, we're doing both One Wheel and EUC. And this just gives us all a place that we can kind of a measuring stick, a yardstick by which to measure everybody by across all of the different races and all of the different venues. And I'm really excited to have launched this year, and I'm really happy that that you guys, Cobra, Showtime, and the team were part of it as well. And just want to let everybody know we already have 12 events confirmed for next year. So we're not going anywhere.
Sweet.
USA EUC, USA FLT is here to stay. And from that website where Cobra's pulling up these pictures and these videos, these pictures, you can view race articles. You can see all of your photos that were taken of you and taken of other people. We've got news. I mentioned news articles that we have. We have the standings. We've got the rule book, and we want to kind of make it a really a central place that where if you race EUCs or you race One Wheels, sign up, it's all free. We don't charge anything. Come in and sign up and be part of the community on USA EUC and USA FLT.
Definitely. One of the things
Yes.
I noticed about what just happened right there, I saw some of the photos, but I couldn't see the rest until I signed in. So now
Right.
now that I'm signed in, it unlocks the rest of the photos, and I'm like, oh, okay, now we're on and popping. So I'm gonna just share a few more, and then we'll get on to reading the One Wheel results. But this is one of my favorite photos right here of the whole pack. Look at the pack, people. You got Sam Varner up front. You got on the left, you can see Kyle Robinson kicking it. You can see Garrett Smith on the right. And you can see everybody in between, like fitting in. This is the mass start. They all started at the same time, and they were like they had to earn their spot. And what I love about what we do here is this is a rally style race. So there are some people who got great times, and those times will be on USA FLT or USA EUC. You did great, but to win at the rally, you have to beat the guy next to you. So your time may be fantastic, but you got to beat him in the race, and you got to come in first. And that is the difference between this and just a timed race. This right here is perfect. If you can see this, this was one of our controversial endings. These two came in head to head on the one wheel track, on the obstacle track. Look how close their boards are. This was going up just before the finish line. But if you look closely, you can see that Sam Varner is just ahead. He is just a little bit ahead. And on the time, Garrett has the time by 1/100th or 1/10 of a second or something ridiculous. But I don't know whether he started a little faster or what. But you have to beat the person next to you in the Wheel Life Rally. So Sam Varner came across the finish line first. And yes, we do have a finish cam from the side of them that shows them neck and neck, but it shows Sam crossing the finish line just a smidge in front of Garrett. So I know
Sam
everybody
got a boost. Sam got a boost at the end. He finished by about almost a half a board length. So it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear by the finish line cam. And just so folks know how that works is we have the start line is the finish line, right? So if one of the racers was across the start line just a little bit faster than the other racer and then came in just behind the other racer on the finish, then it could potentially show that they had a faster time. But that time was made up in the race by Sam Varner. So Sam Varner was faster through the race, was able to take that first place position. And so, like we said the entire time during the race is that the time is one thing, but everybody starts at we had the elastic band. And when that elastic band gets let go, regardless of when you go over the finish line, when you cross over the finish line and it starts the timer, and it's who crosses the finish line first.
Yeah. And that's something that's hard to understand for a lot of people. They were like, what? And if you look on the Zone 4 website, it does show Garrett with a 1/10 of a second faster. But like we said, when the bungee was snapped, if Garrett took off just a little bit sooner, his timer starts first. And then if he came in at the same time, then it would seem like he had the better time because of timing. But if you look at the actual person who came across the line first, it was Sam Varner. That's why Sam got the first place nod and not Garrett. But it was one hell of a race because Sam had to win all the way around, and then Garrett came up the hill, and I could not believe he was catching him uphill. And it was wild. It was wild to watch. So it was a great race. That was definitely that and the one with Cooler Joe. Well, several with Cooler Joe and Emmett Mingy. Every one of their races was amazing, but this was definitely the closest one-wheel race. So by far. Anyway, there's a lot more photos on there. I'm not going to belay that. You can go on USA FLT because I'm looking at the photos. I'm like, damn, I want to look at some more. But I do want to get to the one-wheel results real quick because I want to go through and recognize those people as well. I think that they did a hell of a job as well, and they deserve recognition. It was one hell of a day of racing for everybody. Matt Malucci, me in green. That was him in the photo. He's like, that was me in green. Matt Malucci, appreciate you for coming out, brother. He's local, and he did a great job coming out and getting in the races. All right, so on the flat track for the novice one wheel, the winner was Donovan Hodgkinson, and the second place was Alex DZ, and I don't know how to say his name. It's Zawaltowski. Javolski? Okay, we're going to go with that. So because of some people deciding not to race, we did have a couple of spots where there was only a first and a second place because some other people decided they didn't want to race. Because I'm telling you, these tracks whoop people's asses. So for the novice on the flat track, there was only 2 spots, Donovan and Alex. Then for the amateur on the flat track, there was only 2 spots, Mike Duong and Matt Malucci. Let's go, Matt. And then flat track, pro races, first place, you're going to be surprised, Sam Varner. That dude's fast. If you ain't seen Sam on a one wheel, that dude's fast. And in our flat track, second place, Josh Ledford, another dude who's extremely fast. Yo. And third place, Garrett Smith, who is also extremely fast. These guys, they were beating everyone, and they were well ahead. Like, it was these 3. It was just watching them race. It was crazy. The one wheel definitely had great races. So, and then going from pro, we also had Clydesdale. The Clydesdale winner, Kyle Robinson. Let's go, Kyle. Kyle is also on our Wheel Life Rally Council now, so shouts out to Kyle. I'm going to give him a nod real quick. Go over to the share screen. There's Kyle on his wheel. Shouts out to Kyle for getting the win on the flat track. All right, and then, so back to the woods track now for novice. Donovan Hodgkinson and Marty Gomez. Marty was in that one. Marty took second. Shouts out to Marty Gomez. And then Alex Javolsky, he took third. Shouts out to Alex. Great job. Amateurs, there was only 2 places. First and second, Mike Duong and Matt Malucci. Shouts out to Matt. Let's go, Matt. Great job, buddy. Then for the pro, you're not going to guess. Sam Varner. Sam Varner, ladies and gentlemen. He took the first place on the woods track. Josh Ledford took the second place. Garrett Smith took the third place. Once again, another great close race. And for the Clydesdales on the woods track, it was actually Vincent Cotonou. He took first place in the Clydesdales on the woods track, and Kyle Robinson took second place. Kyle was not happy about that. And I have to apologize to you, Kyle, because that was partly my fault because we let them run individually in a heat, but we weren't supposed to. That was supposed to be a mass start. They all start together. Yeah. So I messed that up. He got a great race and did a great time, but then we had to start it over and do a mass start, and then he fell. And because the Wheel Life Rally is a very unforgiving, there are some unforgiving tracks, so he ultimately fell, and then he didn't take first place on that. So he was very mad. And I appreciate you, Kyle, because I know you were mad at me, bro. I know how mad you were, and I'm so sorry that I made that mistake because it was on me. But we did have some great racing still. And then moving on to the obstacle track for the one wheels. So for the novice, Donovan Hodgkinson took first, and Alex Javolsky took second on the novice obstacle track for the one wheel. For amateurs, it was Mike Duong took first, and Matt Malucci took second. Great job, guys. So for the pros, this one was difficult. We showed you the photo. The winner, Sam Varner, ladies and gentlemen. Second place, Garrett Smith. And third place, Josh Ledford. And then for the Clydesdale, Kyle Robinson, and then Vincent Cotonou. So those were the winners for that. And then there was one left, the obstacle track. Now, you know they don't have a whole lot of battery, but we were pushing the one wheels this day. We had them running every track and then had them run all the tracks. So they kept charging in between to try and make sure they could keep some juice. But for the enduro, we had the novice winner, Donovan Hodgkinson. Donovan was putting in work, ladies and gentlemen. He was winning every heat. And then Alex Javolsky, he took second place. And then the amateurs, first place, Mike Duong. Second place, Matt Malucci. And then Enduro Pro, Garrett Smith took the Enduro. He was very happy with himself when he finished. I think his words were, "Let's Let's go.
Oh yeah.
He did. He put in work. Garrett Smith, then Sam Varner, and then Josh Ledford. And for the Enduro one wheel Clydesdales, Kyle Robinson took first place, and Vincent Cotonou took second. So that was the Enduro, and that was the final race. So for the one wheel grand champion, I guess you can figure by all the me calling his name several times, none other than Sam Varner, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Varner. Shouts out to everybody and all the races. So any surprises for you guys?
He's won grand champion before, am I wrong?
Yes.
Yes.
Sam, he's definitely a
years ago, I
return
think.
winner. He's a return winner.
Yeah.
He come,
Yeah.
but if you watch some of his videos on his own social media, you'll see that Sam is always putting in work all over. Like this guy loves to ride, and watching him the top three guys, him, Garrett, Josh Ledford, and also Kyle. Those four guys are the guys that made me feel like one wheels were viable to race on. I used to always say, one wheels are too slow. I ain't racing on those things. Those guys came and shut my mouth. They shut me up because I was watching them. I was like, damn, they fly. They gets busy on those wheels. So I hats off to them. Hats off to all of them. They really get busy, and I appreciate them. What about you, Showtime? Any surprises for you? What was the most surprising for you when it comes to the racing?
Honestly, EUC, I was surprised at Sam switching back and forth and sticking it out. That might have been the most surprising thing for me. The one wheels, I loved how they all just their energy. They were just like, man, I'm so glad I'm here. I'm so glad. This is like so worth it. Like some people had other events they could have went to by distance, and they'd rather for their money come all the way to real life rally. Those are some of the comments I heard. So I just appreciate those kind of things.
Definitely. I think for me, I was hurt. I was hurt that TEF 1 was on the same day because, like I say every year, I do my best to put out the date and put out flyers and post it and I'm like, okay, every year something happens on the same day. I'm like, really? And so close to us in Jersey. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, so I was really upset that TEF 1 was the same day because there were a lot of racers at TEF 1 that would have been at our event. Ruben being one of them, because Ruben was one of the first people to send me a message saying, hey, I'll be there. And he was asking questions about the event. And then he heard that TEF 1 was the same day. And he loves racing, period, but he likes street racing better than he does off-road. So he went there. And I was crushed because, a lot of people that I wanted to be here, couldn't be here with us. And that bothered me. But the racing that we got done and the racing that these guys, the work that they put in on these tracks, I couldn't be upset. Like they made me smile to see all the people that were happy with how the racing went, how fast it was, how smooth it was, and the fact that it was so difficult, but they just wanted to keep doing it because they were like, man, this is so much fun. Like every year, what do we say? We see people smiling and laughing, and we're like, man, we just love seeing it, right? It's like we're giving them joy. And so I guess I was saddened by TEF, but very happy by all the people and how the racing was received. How about you, Seth?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I think the more events, the better. Could the timing have been better? Yeah. I also think that it's a different audience. I think that not necessarily the people that like to race street like to race off road. So I mean, there is that, but it's where your heart is, right? It's
Yeah.
where you feel like you belong. If you feel like
Yep.
you belong to the dirt, to come to real life rally. If you belong to the
Yeah.
streets, then go to Step One. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, if
I belong to
there
the
was no
kids.
double entendre there, Cobra. There was no double entendre.
I
Um,
Yeah.
I just wish they didn't have to choose. That's all.
You gotta come to
well,
the
listen,
jungle.
Because I
it
know that there were some people that would have been there, and I hated that they had to choose because they want because I know because they sent me messages. They're like, hey, so I just wish they didn't have to choose. And don't get me wrong. Also, I'm not saying anything negative about Tough One. I'm glad that they did it, and I'm glad that a lot of people went. There was a lot of incredible racing that went on in Tough One. So I'm not trying to down it or anything like that. I'm just saying I wish it wasn't the same day because I wish people had the opportunity to go to both. But
Yeah.
maybe next year. You know. So
yeah.
Gun
Well,
Passion in the chat says it was he was a first time racer, and you guys made it possible and enjoyable. Love that, man. Love that. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's great, man. Yeah, you're the man. Just hearing that kind of stuff makes me happy to know. Makes us smile, right, guys?
that's right. I
God,
feel like
awesome.
these races, it hits on so many levels. It hits on the community level. It hits on setting goals, setting milestones, accomplishing those goals, accomplishing those milestones. Um, it's and here's the thing for those people out there that don't race or haven't raced or are afraid to race or something, there's a spot for everybody. Like you can come in, you don't have to be the fastest racer in the pack.
Nope.
Just get out to the events. Even if somebody said recently, like I think it was Zach Darnell, he's like, even if you don't have a wheel, come out to the event.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Brennan.
spectators.
He didn't even have a wheel, and he came out and we taught him to ride right there on the spot. So
Exactly.
if you're out there and you're looking for a community, if you're looking for a place to be, if you're looking for people that will accept you and where there's no judgment, I don't think there's any better place than the PEB community.
That
No
that is
place
that
I'd
is so
rather
true.
be.
So true. All right, that was a hell of a sentiment, my friend. But I want to share this photo because I think this photo tells it all for people. And this is that race we were talking about. Um, let me pull this up here. Share. Here we go. All right, so you guys can see in this photo. Look at the finish line, and you can see that Garrett's board, the nose of his board, is all the way back to Sam's tire.
Oh,
So Sam is ahead from his tire forward on his board. Half his board is already crossing the finish line before Garrett
jeez.
hits the finish line.
It
So
was
even
close.
though
They
the
were
time
they were
maybe
flying.
they
Yeah,
they
they were
were.
flying.
So the fact that the camera was able to catch this is a miracle in itself. But it was video, so it was running.
Yeah.
So but look at the photo, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make that clear. You guys can take screenshots or whatever you want, but you can see that Sam Varner crossed that finish line before
Right.
Garrett did. And really this is for Garrett because I know how it feels to think that you won and then be like, no. And he did well. Not like he didn't act like that. I don't want you to think that he did. He was a
Right.
gentleman. He was very polite. I know he was like, so you guys have a way to tell who won? And I'm like, yeah, we have a camera at the finish line and so and everybody was, watching so we could tell and he's like, "Okay." So, and that was it. That was all he said. He didn't like go deep and be like, "Are you sure?" Like
Right, right.
so I appreciate Garrett for being, understanding and
Well, Garrett's had problems at previous events too. Remember that first year? I remember when we were having a problem with the transponders not being close enough to the ground because of
Right.
the width of the starting line, and there were some transponders that just had problems. So, I you know, I think everybody should scrutinize and you got to stand up for yourself. You got to be an advocate
Yes.
for
Yep.
yourself. And we have gone back and overturned and made rulings on races before. So, absolutely, if there's ever any question that you have about a race or a race result, get with the event organ, get with the race director, get with the event organizers, and we'll look into it for you. We're 100% transparent. We always want to make sure everybody knows that.
Yep. Yep.
We're not trying to play favorites out there.
Nope.
The integrity of the sport relies on us being accurate and being fair,
And being
and
honest and open.
and
Yeah.
that's what we
All of
we
that.
strive to do.
Yeah.
So
We
yeah,
all. Yeah. Go ahead.
it all comes down to who went over the start line first,
Yep.
basically, and how
That's it.
that those times were recorded over the start line, and it was within a tenth of a second, which is like such a small amount of time anyway. But we said going into the all of the mass start races that the times didn't count, that it
Yep.
was by who won the battles.
And you guys were,
And
I know that they remember hearing me say that several
well,
times.
and here's the thing, also, and I like the way you do that, Cobra, because at events at Amped before, we have gone by the timing in the finals. And what that allows somebody to do is to wait for the person to go. And then they
Yep.
go. So they're not racing head to head, they're racing only against the clock. And so the racer in lane one will come through the finish line and everybody will cheer because they won the race.
Mm-hmm.
And then the racer two will come through the second, and then we'll go to the clock, we'll go to the timer, and it was the person in lane two that won. So it really it takes away from the excitement of the races
Mm-hmm.
to not do it head to head in the finals.
Yeah.
And that's why all during the morning we did the single person on each track to get the time that goes on to
Yep.
USA EUC and USA FLT. And then in the afternoon was used for those head-to-head finals. And so that's the philosophy behind why
Yep.
we do it the way that we do it.
And I know a lot of people were not happy with me because I was going around to each race and saying it. Now, making sure that everybody knew, hey, before we start this, we're doing a mass start because you have to come across the finish line before the other guy or you don't win. And they're like, whoa, and there was some grumbling. And I said, look, guys, this is the Wheel Life Rally, not the time. It's not the Wheel Life timed event. It's the Wheel Life Rally.
Rally.
It's a rally style race. You have to beat the guy next to you while he's trying to beat you. Like it is, I like you said, I don't like that. You start, I start, and then okay, I know I can beat him because I know coming around this corner, I know I'm slightly faster on this. In the square root of the no, can you beat him head to head? That's what we want to know, and that's what we found out. That's how the Wheel Life Rally was run, and that it came down to that for many people. Joe and Emmett. If we didn't look at times, but there could have been some close times or discrepancies with those two. They were so close coming across the finish line, but it didn't matter. The bottom line was who comes across the finish line first. That's the winner. Period. So I'm glad we were able to clarify it, and I'm actually glad that happened, because I will always refer to this one wheel race to show people what I mean by you never know just by a time.
Yeah, Rick just sent me a photo of the start, actually. It shows that on the
Garrett
start line, Garrett was out in front just barely on the start line.
So that gives him a little tenth of a second on the time. So, But in the chat though, Ruben says we were talking about him going to Tough One instead. He said it definitely hurt Liam and I to choose, but there is nothing stopping us moving forward. We know, Ruben. We appreciate you, brother. And then he says, 3 of my off-road wheels are down right now.
Ay, 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 ay.
What did you race on at Tef One, brother? That's what I want to know.
He loves the monster.
He said, "Wow, photo finishes on the track and off-road, yes, sir. That's Wheel Life Rally, baby. Making it happen." So Brett says, "Seth is a wonderful voice of reason. Thank you for bringing us into reality." Thanks to you, Brett. You always got something cool to say. And he said, "Yeah, Brett, making real life a video game." And then Brett says, "I can appreciate that rule, Cobra. First over the line wins. The spirit of the win." That's right. That's
it. That's
how we do it. Oh, he used the big old race. Okay. How did you finish, Ruben? How did you finish? I didn't see results from Tef 1. Who was the big winner? Let us know. Anyway, that's what I wanted to do tonight, people, was to make sure you guys got all the results. So if there's any question, reach out. And then, like I said, I'll be reaching out to everyone. I'm going to use the Rally phone. It's a different phone number, and I can use that so I don't have all this stuff on my phone. But I'm going to use that and try and reach out to everybody. It might be a message. It might be a DM. It might be, but however I reach out to you, please send me your addresses so we can send these medals out to you guys. Congratulations to all the winners. Everybody that they put their sweat and their heart into this, because it took a lot of work. There was no easy run at the Wheel Life Rally 2026. There was no easy run. Every race was tough. So I appreciate all you guys for everything you did, because it was no joke. Seth, I'm so happy, brother, that you and Brady did the timing and organized the races. I really appreciate you guys for that. USA, EUC, and FLT are doing great. I'm glad you guys got that off the ground and running, and you're bringing the community together, and it means a lot, man. And Showtime, thank you as always for your energy. You're probably one of the few people that matches my energy. That's why she's always around with me. She's like in effect and making it happen. And she also made sure that a lot of people were organized at the end. We had a lot going on at the end. She was getting people their gear. A lot of people wanted to buy jerseys and T-shirts and hats, and she was making it happen. She was snatching people like, hey, you needed this? Okay, let's go. Like, so I appreciate your focus, because you didn't get sidetracked doing other stuff. You're always trying to stay focused and help. You're always there to be the one to make sure that things are getting done in the background. You know, there's a lot of people that are like, okay, I'm just going to go off and do this. But you're always trying to make sure that things stay on track, and you're always helping. So I appreciate you 100%.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta say something.
Shut
I gotta say, I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate Cobra. I appreciate my team. I appreciate Brandon. I appreciate Josh. But I do want to say something about Cobra and the whole team that you have there. This event doesn't just start a week before and then it gets put on. There are meetings and hours of planning that goes into it, and also I do want to say that these events don't make money. they are they're oftentimes a negative cash flow situation, and so if I could just make one request of the community, if you want to see more of these events in the future, please help to support by the events by buying those jerseys, buying those t-shirts, getting the tickets early so that we can make sure that we can do what we need to do with, getting tracks reserved and things like that. We love putting these events on. We want to continue putting these events on. We don't want to charge $200 a ticket, but we expected 50 racers this year, and I think 31 came out. So we are at
Yep.
a shortfall. And if you have the means, please buy a jersey, buy a ticket, make a donation, help us
Yep.
out.
Yep.
We really appreciate it, and will help us to keep doing the
Yeah.
events every year.
Yeah, you guys, and I know you guys don't realize because it is behind the scenes, and me and Seth are
Right.
not out front going, hey, this sucks, but but to be honest, he's not kidding. We started this 6 years ago and been going strong trying to do it, but every year it's a money loss. And this year's no different. This year is actually probably a bigger money loss than before. So this hurt. But I can tell you it means a great deal that you guys come out, but I know that sometimes people are like, "Oh, well, I don't want to pay that. I mean, that's a lot." And then you guys don't understand that even if the tickets were $200 and the jersey was $100, we still would barely scratch even. So instead, we charge you less, we charge everything less, and we don't make anywhere near as much as we need to cover this. So this is coming out of pockets, just so you know. It's coming out of pockets. So please, like you said, we don't want to say woe is me kind of thing. We just want you guys to support. That's all. Do your best. Buy a T-shirt, buy a jersey. You know what I mean, and buy a, just support as much as you can. If you want to make donations, make donations. The raffle, we do the raffle. We give every racer a raffle ticket, and then we hope that the racers buy more. But most of you didn't, so you still won. There were still several people that got gift cards and a pint X and like all kinds of pads and everything else. But we would like to put out some money now for the raffle. My goal was to raise money. Let me see it over here for the Sumaira Foundation. The idea was I wanted to make sure that people could see. The Sumaira Foundation helps those with autoimmune diseases, MS and NMOSD, which is the autoimmune disease that my daughter has, and they've helped us through it. So I wanted to give them a donation from the Wheel Life Rally. I'm still going to do it, but I didn't make any money to give them. So I'm already in the hole, but I'm doing it because I feel like it needs to be done. It's a great cause. So next time when we do raffles and stuff, please buy a bunch of raffle tickets. Try and help out because it's necessary. And I know it's hard to see that because you're like, well, I'm just paying money for this and that. No, it's really we're trying to put these events on. So I'll get off my soapbox, and I know that Seth, we don't want to bring anybody down. We want to stay cheerful because we're happy. We enjoyed the event. We loved the event and we had an amazing time. And we hope that you guys come next year as well. And
bring
come to
friends next year. Bring your friends. Bring your family. bring the mailman.
Yeah, bring them all.
Bring everybody.
We had some spectators, and they had a great time. They did. They had a great time.
That's the only way that these events are going to be able to continue is if we get more people out to them. And it's and we get the support. We love it. We love to put the events on. I'm super excited to do all of the post-event coverage. I got interviews with your favorite riders, Cooler Joe, Emmett Mingy. I got lined up interviews with Kyle Robinson, Sam Varner. We're going to do the post-event recap. I'm going to start doing live streaming on both YouTube and on Twitch really soon here. And we're going to be doing a lot of coverage of these events, and we hope to see you guys over there. We got the Discord coming out, and we love you guys. We love seeing you guys out at the events, and we can't wait to do more of these events. It's going to be awesome. Next year's looking fantastic, and Cobra, I want to see you at more events next year.
Yes.
As well. Because now that you're retired, you promised me you were going to come out to more events.
I did. Guess what? Hey, that's the year's not over, Seth. The year's not over.
Okay, all right.
Now that I just now that I just quit the pickleball place. So I'm not,
Yeah, no,
so
Seth,
now,
it's crazy because we literally were just talking about it because I was like, that was always the goal. Like,
yeah. Well, the
and
goal
then,
was to just.
yeah.
Oh, Showtime, move to the right because you're off camera. I keep meaning to tell you that. Yep, a little bit
Oh,
more. There you go. Now, yeah, the whole time you've been over there. So, the dinner ride was awesome both times. So, Gun Passion, he said that the dinner ride, he wants to highlight that. It was a great time. We rode out to the Rail Trail Ale House. We went there both Friday and Saturday. That was a blast. And Alien Asset says, I had a blast for my first event. Yeah, buddy. Oh, and he said the Wheel Cobra hat was sick also. I had the green lights
Hey,
on
hey,
my X-Way.
yeah, this is actually a good time to give a shout out to the sponsors. I think Cobra, just
Yes,
for now that we're talking about money and making these things happen. There
you
were, I know,
got it.
some several sponsors that made everything
Yeah,
possible this year.
we couldn't have done it without the sponsors as well. Because I mean, all the things that we were giving away were thanks to several sponsors. The biggest one was Next Gen Mobility. Next Gen Mobility, they partnered with us. He sent money to help with the event, so I really appreciate him. He also gifted a set of pads to someone, a $250 gift card to Next Gen Mobility, and he's very
buddy.
supportive. Yeah, he was very, very supportive. So I appreciate him for that. The Rail Trail Ale House. We rode there Friday night, and she's like, here's some gift cards to give away. She's like, I'm like, thank you. Like she loves us so much. She's like, I love when you guys come here. So I mean that was great too. We also had e-rides, a fees from e-rides. We gave away some e-rides, some of his Iron Fist gloves. He also gave away gift cards to e-rides so people can get pads or wheels or whatever they want. I mean, it was just amazing to see all the people come together to do that. Of course, Future Motion, we gave away a Pint X. We had a winner of a pint. Of course, it was an EUC rider that won the one wheel, just so you know.
He was excited. He was excited to win.
He was definitely excited. It was hilarious.
It's Lawrence, right? Lawrence won that one.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And I was like, dude, really? Like, you don't even ride one wheel. He said, I was going to buy this one. I was looking to get this one. I was like, okay, cool. I was very happy for him. So I just want to say thanks. And I mean, and of course, you know that without Amped as our partner, we wouldn't be able to do any of this. Seth and I mean, we hooked up many years ago, and Seth was like, let's do this. And we do a lot of things together, and we do the announcing together. And it's just because we have the same ideas. We push the same ideas and philosophy and positive energy. And I think we do a great job together. So I appreciate you, Seth, because I couldn't do this without you. You definitely
Thank
add
you.
to it, and I appreciate you for coming through. So Amped definitely helped out this year as well. So let's see.
I
Uh,
wasn't fishing for any
no, definitely
compliment,
not. Definitely
but I
not.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Definitely, definitely. And of course, One Stop Board Shop. Brian and One Stop Board Shop. Although he doesn't have a brick and mortar store, he still has an online shop. So shouts out to Brian from One Stop Board Shop. Also, he's on the Real Life Rally Council, and he also donated a T-shirt and a hoodie for the raffle as well. So shouts out to Brian and One Stop Board Shop as well. So I appreciate everybody that helped out. It meant a lot to us to make this happen. So. I guess that's it. We could talk all night, but I think we're gonna wrap it up. If you guys have anything else that you guys want to say before we go, let me know. Anything else you could think of, Seth, that you want to jump in and throw out? Showtime. If there's any other thing that happened that you want to highlight, let me know before we go. But I want to say again, thank you to everybody. Go ahead, Showtime.
No, I was just gonna say, like, as co-creator of the Real Life Rally, I just really appreciate over the last 6 years how the community has grown so much. And in the words of Seth, like, we just really, really do need the support. Like, share it, right? Even if you come and just spectate, that's great. But share the event. I'd love to see, like, when I see everyone's social media and the events are being shared, I love that. It's like, holy crap, people came from the Midwest. You know,
Yep.
like, what about all the people that were right here in the Northeast? I know some of you guys went to Jersey, but some of you guys, where were you on? Like, group rides? Like, you could have took that group ride and came on through. We'd love to see you. That's
Yep.
all I'm saying. I really appreciate all the faces. And like Steph said, it's just great. It's like a reunion. And everyone, it's so much joy just to be in the same place. So I just want to end with that. And 6 years and still going. We're here. Keep coming.
We here. That's for sure. Don't 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 wait until it's over and then you're saying, "Damn, I wish I went," because that happens every year. And I know there's
Yeah.
several of you out there that are going, "Damn, I wish I went." I know it. I 100% know it because I hear the comments from people. I get the messages from people all the time, and they're like, "Man," and I'm like, "Hey, well, plan it. Plan it. If you plan, then you can make it happen, But if you don't plan it, it's not just gonna happen on its own. You have to make these things a reality, you
I
know.
mean, Larry himself, he got picked up on the way. He said someone came and picked him up on the way. Like, you guys, it's a big community, and I haven't met anyone that wasn't kind. So
Yep, yep,
reach out, get in the forums, get in the telegrams, and hey, I'd like to go. See if you can hitch a ride.
yeah. Somebody's coming.
Love to see you.
Put it
Yeah.
out there. Hey, I want to go. Can somebody come get me? I guarantee you'll get a response. I guarantee you, because that's just the type of community that we are. We reach out for each other. So Seth keeps jumping in and out. I think he's having
I
issues on
know.
his end with his Wi-Fi or something. I'm
I think
hoping
his
that he comes
battery's
back
dying.
real
I
quick.
don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I know. I want him to say bye,
Yeah.
but he dropped out again. We'll see. We'll see if we can.
One more thing though. The infamous Declan. I continues to have you shout out because I just think that it's amazing. He makes so many events and he's so kind and he comes in with positive vibes. Like the fact that you came in on public transportation, my guy, and competed on the
Yep,
same wheel, like shouts out to that. That is just so impressive.
that's
And
Declan
I just
Carrat,
love the
ladies
energy.
and gentlemen.
Yeah. I
Yep.
love to see his face.
Yeah, he rode all the way there, and then he shows up. I'm like, "Hey, what's up? You ready to race?" And he jumped right in. Like,
Yeah. He's like, I'm ready to go. I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah, like,
I have your bottle of water waiting right here.
he's that type of dude. He's always ready. So Alien Asshat says that we're starting the Discord. Um,
Yeah.
Seth just sent me a message saying his internet he's having issues with it. That's why he keeps dropping out. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, oh God, he said it must have gone out, so he might not
Oh
be able to make
man.
it back in. But yeah. So Brennan says that they're starting up the Discord, so you can link up there. That's coming soon, so look for a Discord on that. And as usual, you can always find Wheel Life Rally too. We have several groups. We have a Telegram group. We have a Facebook group. So you can find us there. Jump in, send us messages, and keep the communication going. If you met somebody this year at the Wheel Life Rally that you didn't know before, you know what I mean? Go ahead and keep that communication going. It'd be good if you stayed in contact and then you guys came back together the next year. That happens every year.
Yeah.
People don't see each other, but they're like, "Oh, I'll see you at the rally." So it's possible,
Right. And listen, drop the link in there. Grab some swag. One thing I tell you, I love to see people wearing all of these places all over. What the last time we were in the store, they were like, "What the heck is that?" They're like,
Yeah.
"That is awesome," and it's
Yep.
like, "Oh, you want to know about the Real Life Rally?" I was in the testing with Andy and AI knew about Real Life Rally. I need you guys to wear it and promote it, right?
Yep.
That's how you do it.
Yo, it's
So come
definitely
on,
where
grab
you
some
want to
swag.
go to wheellifrally.com. That's just going to you guys. I'm putting it in the thing, but it's not going in the chat.
Yeah.
Wheellifrally.com, guys. Wheellifrally.com. Go there now because even though the event's over, you can still we have 2 large jerseys left from this year, and we actually have 2 jerseys from last year, I believe, that were left, and a bunch of
Okay, and the
T-shirts.
last year ones, last year ones, I just want to make that because I don't think we put that out in the announcement. My brother had recently passed away. He had
Yeah.
pancreatic cancer. So it has the purple ribbon on it. Whereas this
Hmm.
one for the autoimmune, because you see, this is the thing. We're still promoting for us, but we're still giving back, right?
Yep.
And we're making everything known. So if we have it on, it's being known, right? So
Yep.
come on, guys.
Yeah. So definitely go on there, grab a jersey, grab a T-shirt. I mean, you can still buy them now. We have plenty of T-shirts. Only a couple jerseys left though. But that doesn't
Yeah.
mean we can't try and get some more. If we get enough orders, we might be able to make another run. But it's one of those things. Don't miss and remember to promote. I like looking on videos and seeing the jersey and seeing the shirts. I just watched Ruben on something. He was doing something and he had on the jersey.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, my man, yo, I love seeing it out there. So that's all we got tonight, y'all. I'm glad you guys tuned in. I appreciate you guys. You can go ahead and watch it back for the results or go on to zone4.ca and you can see the timed results. But remember, the only one that's going to be wrong is that one wheel race there because that on there it's only by time. It doesn't have the results by rally rules. So, but
Right.
just remember, we're here. Reach out to us. I see. I need a jersey, Cobra. Yeah, Green Master Mike, you do. Oh, and I'm waiting for my Rebel Riders. What's up, Rebel Riders? Yeah. So we'll swap out.
And
Got
those
you.
headed to AMP, bring all your different jerseys. I love to bring all the retro jerseys. I
Yeah.
love it.
Amped is a good place to see all of that. We all make sure we meet up at
Yeah.
Amped, and we're gonna do that again this year. So those that were at TEF One, those that were at Wheel Life Rally, we all gonna meet up at Amped. So we'll see you
Let's
in
go.
Bentonville. We'll be rocking it in Arkansas. When can you ever say that? Like, I
Yeah.
haven't been to Arkansas for anything other than Amped. But
And I
Arkansas
love
is the
it.
spot. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to say goodnight. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And from Showtime and your boy Black Cobra, we want to say deuces. And we are out of here.
Right.
Later. Seth, we missed you.